Shalom, I am Rabbi David. Today, I am going to share a four-word Hebrew phrase that has the power to completely restructure your financial reality. Most people approach prayer from a position of begging. They ask the Creator for money, for a promotion, or for a way out of debt, hoping that if they ask nicely enough, the universe will grant their wish. But the ancient sages of the Talmud understood that true prayer is not about begging. True prayer is about alignment. It is about taking your personal desires and aligning them with the infinite will of the Creator. When you achieve this alignment, you do not have to force wealth into your life. Wealth flows to you naturally because you have become a clear channel for divine abundance. The four words I am about to teach you are not a magic spell, but they are a profound spiritual technology. They are the exact words prescribed by the Talmud to be spoken right before you engage in any financial activity. When you understand what these words mean and how to use them, you will stop chasing money and start attracting it. To understand the power of these four words, we have to look at a specific teaching in the Talmud, in Tractate Tanit. The sages are discussing the concept of blessing and how it attaches itself to physical objects. Rabbi Yitzchak teaches a profound principle. A blessing is found only in an object that is hidden from the eye. He bases this on a verse in Deuteronomy, which says that the Lord will command the blessing upon you in your storehouses. A storehouse is a closed, hidden place, but the Talmud goes further. It gives a specific instruction for what a person should do when they enter their storehouse to measure their grain. In the ancient world, measuring your grain was the equivalent of checking your bank account or calculating your profits. It was the moment you assessed your wealth. The Talmud says that before a person begins to measure, they must recite a specific prayer. The prayer begins with four Hebrew words, Yehi Ratzon Milfanecha. Translated into English, this means, "May it be your will before you." And for those who are truly serious about accelerating their journey, for a limited time, I am opening the doors to the Torah Millionaire Business School for just $299. This is where I unveil the complete Torah wealth system. It is the full architecture of ancient wisdom applied to modern financial transformation. The doors are closing soon, so check the link in the comments. Let us break down these four words because their power lies in their exact meaning. Yehi means may it be or let it be. It is the same root word used in the book of Genesis when God says, "Let there be light." It is a word of creation and manifestation. Ratzon means will or desire, and Milfanecha means before you, referring to the Creator. When you say, Yehi Ratzon Milfanecha, you are saying, may my actions right now be aligned with your ultimate desire. You are taking your personal financial endeavor, whether it is making an investment, launching a product, or walking into a job interview, and you are elevating it. You are no longer just trying to make a few dollars for yourself. You are asking that your success becomes a vehicle for the Creator's will in the world. This is the ultimate wealth hack. When your success serves a higher purpose, the universe has a vested interest in making you successful. You are no longer fighting for resources. You are being supplied with resources to carry out a divine mission. Let me tell you about a man named Andrew. Andrew was a day trader who was incredibly stressed and constantly losing money. He was highly intelligent and understood the markets, but his timing was always slightly off. He would buy too late and sell too early. He was operating from a place of pure ego and fear. He wanted to make money to prove how smart he was, and he was terrified of losing what he had. I sat down with Andrew and taught him the principle of Yehi Ratzon Milfanecha. I told him that his problem was not his market analysis. His problem was his spiritual alignment. He was trying to force the market to bend to his will rather than aligning his will with the flow of abundance. I gave him a very specific assignment. I told him that before he executed any trade, before he clicked the buy or sell button, he had to pause, take a deep breath, and say those 4 words: "May it be your will." He had to consciously surrender his ego and ask that the outcome of the trade serve a higher purpose. Andrew thought it was a strange exercise, but he was desperate enough to try. The first few days, it felt mechanical. But by the second week, something shifted. The pause forced him to step out of his frantic, fear-based mindset. It gave him a moment of clarity. He started noticing trades that he would have previously missed, and he avoided impulsive decisions that would have cost him dearly. Within 2 months, his portfolio was consistently in the green. He had stopped fighting the market and started flowing with it. The 4 words had rewired his financial consciousness. The reason this phrase is so powerful is that it neutralizes the 2 biggest obstacles to wealth: arrogance and anxiety. When you experience financial success, the natural human tendency is arrogance. You think, "I did this. My intelligence and my hard work created this wealth." The Torah warns against this explicitly in Deuteronomy, cautioning us not to say, "My power and the might of my hand have gotten me this wealth." Arrogance cuts you off from the source of blessing. It makes you a closed system. On the flip side, when you face financial challenges, the natural tendency is anxiety. You worry that there is not enough, that you will fail, that you will lose everything. Anxiety also cuts you off from the source of blessing because it is rooted in a lack of trust. The phrase "Yehi Ratzon Milfanecha" destroys both arrogance and anxiety. It destroys arrogance by acknowledging that the ultimate outcome is in the Creator's hands. And it destroys anxiety by reminding you that you are not alone in your endeavors. You are partnering with the infinite power of the universe. Consider the story of a woman named Sophia. Sophia owned a small catering business that was struggling to survive. She was working 80 hours a week, but she could barely cover her overhead. She was exhausted and on the verge of bankruptcy. She came to me in tears, asking for a prayer that would bring her more clients. I told her that she did not need a prayer for more clients. She needed a prayer for alignment. I taught her the 4 words. I told her to say "Yehi Ratzon Milfanecha" every morning when she unlocked the door to her kitchen and every time she sent out a proposal to a potential client. I told her to focus on the idea that her food was not just a product to be sold, but a way to bring joy and nourishment to others, fulfilling the Creator's will. Sophia started the practice the next day. Every time she chopped vegetables or stirred a pot, she repeated the phrase in her mind. The energy in her kitchen completely changed. She stopped feeling like a desperate business owner and started feeling like a conduit for blessing. A week later, she catered a small corporate lunch. The CEO of the company was so impressed with the food and the positive energy of her staff that he offered her an exclusive contract to cater all of their corporate events for the next year. That one contract saved her business and doubled her revenue. The 4 words had shifted her frequency from desperation to divine service, and the universe responded accordingly. The application of this principle goes beyond just business transactions. It applies to every financial decision you make. When you sit down to pay your bills, do not do it with a feeling of resentment or lack. Pause, hold the bills in your hand, and say, "Yehi Ratzon Milfanecha." Then Ram Sno Ramin Mai. Acknowledge that the ability to pay your debts is a blessing, and ask that your financial integrity serves the highest good. When you give to charity, do not just write a check and forget about it. Say the 4 words. Ask that your money be used to bring light and healing to the world. When you make an investment, say the 4 words. Ask that the growth of your assets allows you to be a greater force for good. By attaching this phrase to your financial actions, you are turning mundane tasks into sacred rituals. You are building a bridge between the physical world of money and the spiritual world of infinite abundance. This bridge is essential because money itself is neutral. It is neither inherently good nor inherently evil. In the Jewish tradition, money is viewed as potential energy. It is like water. Water can be used to grow a beautiful garden, or it can be used to drown a city. The outcome depends entirely on the vessel that holds it and the intention of the person directing it. When you operate without spiritual alignment, your money becomes stagnant. It pools in places of fear and ego, eventually becoming toxic to your soul. But when you use the 4 words, you are directing the flow of that energy. You are telling the universe exactly what kind of vessel you are. You are declaring that you are a vessel of expansion, a vessel of giving, and a vessel of divine purpose. The universe will always pour more water into a vessel that is actively irrigating the world. Let me give you another example of how this works in practice. A young man named Christopher came to me seeking advice. He was a talented freelance graphic designer, but he was stuck in a cycle of feast and famine. One month he would make $10,000, and the next month he would make nothing. He was constantly stressed about finding his next client. I asked him to describe his process for sending out proposals. He told me that he would spend hours crafting the perfect pitch, hit send, and then spend the next 3 days obsessively checking his email, terrified of rejection. His entire process was saturated with anxiety and desperation. I told Christopher that his desperation was acting as a spiritual repellent. Clients could feel that energy, even through an email. I instructed him to change his routine. Before he hit send on any proposal, he had to close his laptop, close his eyes, and say, Yehi ratson milfanecha, mesquerquardi in sem. He had to consciously release his attachment to the outcome and ask that if this project was aligned with his highest good and the client's highest good, it would come to pass. If not, he asked the creator to block it. Christopher started doing this immediately. The first thing he noticed was that his anxiety vanished. Because he had surrendered the outcome, he no longer felt the need to obsessively check his email. He was able to focus on his current work with a clear mind. The second thing he noticed was that his closing rate skyrocketed. He started winning contracts that he previously thought were out of his league. By removing the desperate energy and replacing it with aligned intention, he became a magnet for high-quality clients. His income stabilized, and the feast and famine cycle was broken. There is a deeper Kabbalistic secret hidden within these 4 words. In Jewish mysticism, the concept of ratzon, or will, is considered the highest level of the soul. It is the driving force behind all creation. When your personal will is in conflict with the divine will, you experience friction, struggle, and lack. This is what happens when you chase money purely for selfish reasons, or when you try to acquire wealth through unethical means. You are swimming against the current of the universe. But when you align your will with the divine will, the friction disappears. You tap into a current of energy that is infinitely more powerful than your own effort. The phrase, Yehi ratzon milfanecha, is the switch that aligns the tracks. It is the moment you stop trying to push the train yourself and let the engine of the universe take over. Let me share one more story to illustrate this. A man named Matthew was a real estate developer who was trying to secure zoning approval for a massive new project. He had invested millions of dollars into the planning phase, but the city council was pushing back hard. The project was stalled, and Matthew was bleeding money every day. He was furious and was preparing to launch a massive, aggressive legal battle against the city. I advised him to pause. I told him that his aggression was creating more resistance. I taught him the 4 words and told him to use them before his next meeting with the city planners. I told him to genuinely ask that the outcome of the meeting serve the highest good of the community, even if that meant his project had to change. Matthew was reluctant, but he agreed. Before he walked into the council chambers, he stood in the hallway, closed his eyes, and said, Yehi ratson milfanecha, nam chiu nek tin mamti nanki. He walked into the meeting with a completely different energy. Instead of attacking the council members, he listened to their concerns. He realized that their objections were actually valid and that with a few modifications, the project could be much better for the neighborhood. He proposed a compromise on the spot. The council members were shocked by his collaborative approach and immediately approved the modified plan. The project went forward, and it ended up being more profitable than his original design. By surrendering his ego and aligning his will, Matthew unlocked a level of success he could not have achieved through force. This is the power you hold in your mouth. The words you speak dictate the reality you experience. If you constantly speak words of lack, fear, and desperation, you will create a reality of poverty. But if you speak words of alignment, trust, and divine purpose, you will create a reality of wealth. The 4 words, Yehi Ratzon Milfanecha, are your daily tool for this transformation. They are short enough to remember, simple enough to say in any situation, and powerful enough to change the trajectory of your life. When you begin to use this phrase consistently, you will notice a profound shift in how you perceive your own success. You will stop seeing yourself as a solitary warrior fighting against a hostile economy. Instead, you will start seeing yourself as an active participant in a divine system of distribution. You will realize that the wealth you are seeking is already seeking you, provided you are ready to use it for the right reasons. The Creator wants you to be wealthy. The Creator wants you to have the resources to build, to give, and to influence the world for good. But the Creator will not force wealth into a vessel that is closed off by arrogance or cracked by anxiety. You must prepare the vessel. You must align the will. That is what these 4 words accomplish. They prepare you to receive the very thing you have been asking for. I want you to make a commitment right now. For the next 7 days, I want you to use this 4-word prayer before every significant financial action you take. Before you buy something, before you sell something, before you send an invoice, before you pay a bill, pause, take a breath, and say, "May it be your will." Watch how your mindset shifts. Watch how your anxiety decreases. And watch how new opportunities begin to present themselves. Tell me in the comments below if you are ready to take this 7-day challenge. I read every single comment, and I want to see who is ready to step into true financial alignment. If this video provided you with value, subscribe to the channel. I am committed to sharing the deepest, most practical wealth wisdom from the Jewish tradition. Remember, true wealth is not forced. It is attracted through alignment. Shalom, and until next time. But before you go, I know what some of you are thinking. You are thinking that simply saying 4 words cannot possibly change your bank account. You are thinking that this sounds too easy and that real wealth requires grinding, hustling, and ruthless competition. This is the illusion of the modern world. Yes, action is required. The Talmud does not say to say the prayer and then go back to sleep. It says to say the prayer right before you measure the grain. You still have to do the work. You still have to build the business, make the investments, and put in the effort. But the prayer changes the quality of your effort. It changes the energy behind your actions. Hard work without spiritual alignment is exhausting and often fruitless. Hard work with spiritual alignment is energized, focused, and infinitely more productive. Do not dismiss the power of spiritual technology just because it is simple. The most profound truths in the universe are often the simplest. And if you are truly serious about accelerating your journey and applying these principles at the highest level for a limited time, I am opening the doors to the Torah Millionaire Business School for just $299. This is where I unveil the complete Torah wealth system, the full architecture of ancient wisdom applied to modern financial transformation. The doors are closing soon. The link is in the comments. I look forward to seeing you inside and helping you build the wealth you were destined to create.